What's going on?
What's up, y'all? We're back at it. We got the legendary guest, Connor Forbrook, with us. What's up, Forbes? How you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. It's a beautiful day looking outside Spinny's window. People are out and about in the cities. It's warm. We're going to have a nice little bonfire tonight. It's going to be...
Man, I'm jealous of you guys. Thanks for the invite.
Yeah,
You're
thanks
welcome.
for the invite. Hour and 20 minutes away, looking guy.
I would have totally drove there.
That is cap. This guy, Fetty Buss is the biggest capper on the planet.
That is cap. It is cap.
On the note of capping, shout out to the other Jack, the non-capping Jack.
Did you know, Spinny, episode 59 is also another Jack? Did you know that? Probably didn't.
Jack Ham or what?
Jack Ham. Wow, you do know your NFL history. I'm proud of you.
Only sometimes. Only on Tuesdays, you know.
I probably wouldn't have gotten that if you quizzed me on that. So, shout out to you, episode 59, Jack Ham, linebacker.
So I get an extra point.
Nah,
trivia?
nah,
Okay.
no points for you. You got to earn that fair and square come trivia time.
Also Thursday.
We're gonna start this episode out.
It is Thursday.
MLB update.
But it's always Tuesday, if you know what I mean, Hardies and Hardos. MLB update. Let's get to it.
I don't think they know what that means. We're gonna go through a bunch of stuff here. We're just gonna talk what's happening throughout the season thus far. Here are the AL standings for our audio listeners. The leader of the East is the Tempe Rays. The leader of the Central is your very own Minnesota Twins. And the leader of the West is the Texas Rangers. Spinny and Forbrook, what do y'all think about these standings? I mean, obviously, the first thing that pops out to me, honestly, is how freaking good the Baltimore Orioles are to start the season. 15 games.
Does that stand out to you?
500?
That stands out to you, huh? You like that? You like that?
I know you picked them to be good, but this good, Spinny? Did you think they'd be this good? No, you didn't.
We had them in the offs. Let's go.
You did have them in the playoffs, but 15 games over 500 at this point in the season. Did you envision this good of a start?
No, probably not, if I'm being honest. But they're balling, and I knew they were going to be balling. Maybe not quite this good, but I knew they were going to be balling. How about our frisky Detroit Tigers? How do we feel about them? The frisky second place in the division, Detroit Tigers.
Second place in the division, 20-25. Just looking across all the divisions, they'd be dead last in the East and second to last in the West, only ahead of, the 10-41 Oakland A's. Are you kidding me? You kidding me?
If you wanted to get the Tigers right now to win the AL Central,
what is it at?
You get them at 20-1 right now. That popped out right away.
20-1.
Doesn't that seem like insane value? And same with the Orioles, you can get them at 10-1 to win the AL East.
10-1,
right? And they still have the Blue Jays at plus 650 right now.
Jeez.
So they must think that the Toronto's gonna make somewhat of a mid to late season push here because they got a big hole they're in.
Facts.
That's crazy. That I mean, we could potentially see
Yanks. Do the Yanks have worse odds to win the East?
No, Yankees
best.
Yankees were the second best.
Boston's got to have the worst,
Boston,
right?
But yeah, Boston's 27-1.
I'm interested. You got all the odds up. What's Cleveland's odds to win the Central? Because that might be another sneaky one.
Cleveland is plus 460. The Twins are neg 290. So I mean, basically, they basically think that our starting pitching is gonna keep it up enough. Some of these other teams are just gonna lose too many games.
And like the bats are gonna get hot, right?
Especially you look at the
at some point.
You look at the run differential too. It's like we're kicking the crap out of we're plus 45 is still like pretty dang good compared to the rest of the league.
Oh yeah, it definitely is. Look at the A's run differential, -183. Are you kidding me?
On pace
That
to
is
be the
unreal.
third worst MLB team of all time.
And
Behind the Cleveland Spiders of 1899 and the Pittsburgh Alleghenies of 1890.
the Pittsburgh Alleghenies.
90
You can name any players on that team, you win trivia for life.
facts. If anyone has an Alleghenies jersey, I need to cop that.
What is an Allegheny? Someone tell me.
I don't know.
Oh, you guys don't know either? Okay.
No.
I thought maybe I was just dumb. I don't know what the hell that
Oh
is.
no. I mean, I think it looks to me over here like it's the name of the county that Pittsburgh is in, possibly. So unconfirmed. But
At least the Spiders, they should bring that back.
yeah, the Spiders. That's a lit name.
I don't know what this is.
Also though, the Rangers, 31-18, 112 run differential. The Rangers, really? Did we see this coming?
I'm gonna pull the same thing you did for the
Oh,
Orioles.
nice.
That was my sleeper team, man. I called that. Come on.
This good
No,
though? Better than
no.
the Astros?
Definitely not better than the Astros. Definitely did not envision that happening, but I do think that might even out throughout the rest of the season. I mean, we're 50 games in, roughly, a little over, looks like.
Almost a third of the way.
Yeah, about a third of the way. Well, y'all, let's jump to that now, huh?
Let's do it.
The Braves are leading the East, the Brewers are leading the Central, and the Dodgers are leading the West. One thing that definitely pops out to me is the Padres all the way in fourth in that division. I think, didn't me, you, and Brendan, Spinny, all of us have the Padres winning that division?
Yeah. Yep.
Man,
But they have
that's tough for them.
they have the second least runs scored in the AL. Like, what are we talking about? We never thought their pitching was going to be that great. So like and their pitching's been okay. Runs allowed 199. That's top 3 for sure in the NL. So it's like it's the opposite that's happening. And it's like at some point the bats, like, you better hope with all those names that they can put some more runs on the board than they've been putting up.
Yeah, I mean, Xander is only batting like 250, 260. That's pretty low for his standards. Soto took a while to get going. He's starting to heat up a little bit now, but he really struggled at the beginning of the year. Machado has done nothing. Another one of their bats, Jake Cronenworth, he's done nothing. So it's definitely surprising. See, 192. I mean, they only have
been back.
Who?
Tatis? Been since he's been back.
Yeah, that's good. 5 more runs though than the Marlins. That's crazy. That's it.
Yeah.
Like, definitely not a good start for them.
We're spending on our lineup, and that's the production we're getting.
How much money you're spending on your first 4 dudes? Like,
yeah. If you look at how many runs they've given up too across the map in the NL, it's -7 run differential with that many runs scored is insane.
Yeah.
I think they should be able to snag a wild card spot if they resembles any kind of hitting in the second half of the year. I mean, some of those guys are just going to have to produce.
And nobody else in the West has been unbelievable either. I mean, the Dodgers have maybe exceeded expectations a little, but they kind of are still a little bit of what they used to be. So I'm not too surprised by that. Milwaukee's neg run differential, that's a little nutty.
5 games over 500 with the negative run differential. Yeah, and then you look at the next 3 and they're all positive.
Yep.
Yeah, that's a little
and
weird.
The Cardinals 6 games below 500. St. Louis Cardinals, huh? After Goldschmidt and Arenado last year, just both going absolute dummy mode.
Their pitching hasn't been there to start the year.
No. I mean, they've got 263 runs scored, which is second in the NL. But, yeah. Again,
249 looks like second worst, roughly.
Yeah.
In the NL. Yeah. Not good. The NL is actually really balanced, though. Just looking at this, the worst team, percentage-wise, is 21 and 29. Your Reds, obviously, everyone figured they'd be bad, but that's not that bad of a percentage this far through the season. I feel like everything's pretty balanced here.
Yeah, St. Louis, they got them at 2-1 to win the Central right now. So they're expecting them to come back around. Maybe that pitching and get them back in it.
Yeah, I think it'll come back around.
What do the other division odds look like? Can we just talk about that quick before I move on?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
Braves, they got the Braves at neg 500 right now. So basically them cleaning up. The next best is the Mets at 6-1, which makes sense. And then they got the Dodgers at neg 500 too. Padres at 7-1. So
500. Oh my.
yeah. So basically they think those are wrapped up with.
Yeah, pretty much locks. It is crazy to say that only a third of the way in. I feel like. But,
yeah. But you know I mean, it's tough to
It's
bet
the
against
Dodgers.
the Dodgers, man.
Right.
They're always gonna have like 100 wins.
Even though Spinny, Brendan, and I all bet against them.
Yeah, we did. Probably dumb.
At least to lose the division. I think we all had them in playoffs at least. But here are your batting leaders, y'all. Luis Arise. No.
371.
371.
He's balling.
Leading batting average.
Golly.
Ronald Acuna is on some sort of tear to start this season too. Third in batting average at 330 and also has 20 stolen bases already. That is absurd.
We're loving this stolen base rule stuff too, by the way.
Oh yeah.
It's
26 steals for the leader, Asterio Ruiz already. Like
yeah.
insane pace. I wonder like
I might get 70 steals.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's easily a 70 steal pace right there. I mean, when's the last time something like that's happened? 20 years at least, probably. Like,
is my guy Ricky the last guy?
like probably is, honestly.
Crazy.
Adolis though, look at this man, like 49 ribbies already. We're loving that on one of my fantasy teams.
Yeah, he's been balling. Jordan Classic doing his thing.
Pete Alonso. I mean,
18 bombs.
Always going to be mashing.
Just bombs.
Probably the home run derby favorite already.
Is he hitting 50 bombs this year? Let's hear it. Yes or no? 49 and a half. 49 and a half.
I lean no, but he's on good. What's his pace is probably he's on pace for almost 65.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go yes. I think he gets there.
No.
Yep.
Jokes. He's on the Mets. He always jokes.
Oh, come on.
Last month he probably only hit like 2.
Yeah, exactly. I'm going to say he gets 48, 49. Just misses it. It's tough for him.
Anything else? I mean, I feel like this is actually like kind of expected. There's not really, other than the names we've already said, everybody else is like a big name. Like you'd kind of expect them to be up there in all these leaders. I guess Jorge Soler, he's pretty old to be balling out like that. 15 home runs already.
Aaron Judge, just wait for him to go like dummy mode 1 month and get like 12 home runs, and all of a sudden the Yankees are balling. So I mean, he's only 4 back, but it feels like he could hit 4 in like a weekend and be right back in it.
It feels like he hasn't really even done anything, and
exactly.
He's already top 5 in home runs. It's unreal. We'll jump to the pitching leaders now. Look at all these Twins, y'all. This is amazing.
This never happens. This is
unreal. ERA, Sonny Gray.
Number 1.
Pablo Lopez. Yeah, number 1. Pablo Lopez, 5th in strikeouts. There's got to be someone else. Oh, and then Joe Ryan. Tied for 2nd in wins with 7. 7-1. This is unreal. I mean, we got, other than quality starts and saves, we have one in every category.
You guys remember when Rocco was getting a lot of heat the last couple of years for not letting his pitchers go too long, and he was taking everyone out early? Well, the Twins this year are leading the rotation guys are leading the league in innings and win probability added, and then they're 2nd in ERA. And so, I mean,
Rocco's making adjustments.
I mean, the guys are basically being like, Rocco, you can't take us out, which they've been that good. So the bullpen's just been letting us down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say, I think it's a little bit of the combo of our pitchers being so good to start the year and our bullpen being absolutely brutal. I don't think he really has a choice but to let our starters go a little longer than he'd like to.
No, and overwork can't be like a valid excuse anymore. I mean, because our guys are getting like the most innings, so like they're not having to do these 4 or 5 inning relief appearances and then having to pitch the next day. It's not like that
They're
anymore.
Just crappy.
we got Duran, and then it's we got a bunch of arms. We don't really got many bullpen guys that are quality that you can rely on. So, and we got that 38-year-old Joe Davis or something 2 years ago, and then we didn't get a single arm. We re-signed Pagan, and it's like, well, you kind of get what you pay for.
Pagan, sweet. Love having that guy on our team.
And he's okay, but come on.
What do you want more at the trade deadline, a bat or a relief pitcher?
I think the bats will come around enough that I think the bats will be fine. The bats need to pick it up too. The rotation guys. I mean, we always just begged for our starting. We begged for years for our starters to be good, and all of a sudden we got 3 guys that are 2 in the Cy Young conversation. I mean, 2 in the top 4, like probably the top Cy Young conversation, and then you got another that is just as good on most days. So, yeah, I don't know. I guess I'm just ranting now about the Twins, but
I agree. What do you think, Bus?
No, I agree. Bullpen.
Yeah.
Bullpen. We still have, some of our bigger names like Correa and Buxton. Batting average wise, haven't done anything. I expect them to start picking it up, at least Correa. I mean, that's what he's known for, at least, 280 to 300 average pretty much every single year of his career. So I'd expect him to get back up there. And plus, think about all the guys we have in the minors that if our vets don't pick it up, we could call up. You know what I mean? Like, we have so many good batting prospects in the minors. I mean, we're about to see Royce Lewis here in a couple weeks get called up here. He's finally healthy. And May 29th, I believe, he's eligible to be activated. I'm sure it'll be probably a week or so after that. But we have options in the minors for batters, but we don't have options anywhere for bullpen.
All right.
yeah, I would even say we get a couple guys. Those guys they come. They're a little bit expensive come that time, but you almost got to pay up for a couple quality guys if you get this good of a rotation.
It's the MLB.
Yeah.
Pay them whatever they want.
Yeah.
It's the
Literally.
baseball.
No
Like,
salary cap. Like,
especially the one time that your team has actually got good pitching, the thing you need to win the most. Like, spend a little bit on a relief pitcher or 2. And, like, let's have a real shot of winning in the playoffs. Please.
Otherwise,
we at least already re-signed Pablo Lopez. That was nice to see.
True.
Otherwise, yeah, you might have to convert some of these starters then to back end like relievers for the playoffs, and like because they're just not getting it done.
Like who? Like Barlin maybe, or
Varland might be starting for us. He's
because like ideally you would say in the playoffs
in the playoffs
three
true.
pitchers.
Yeah,
probably.
Yeah, maybe a guy like Varland. Who knows?
Barland. Why am I drawing a blank? Who's another guy that?
Ober.
Ober. Yeah, there you go. Ober would probably be.
He was always that long reliever kind of backup option if the starter got pulled early.
Well, I do think Kenta, once he is healthy, he should be in the bullpen too, because like he's clearly not worked his arm up enough to be a starter, and he was only he was our 5th anyways, the way it was. So let him get in the bullpen and regain his confidence, and that would definitely help our bullpen as well.
Do we know when Kenta is coming back?
I have no idea, honestly. I've not really looked into him too much. I was pretty disappointed in his performance before he got hurt. So when he got hurt, I was just like, whatever, who cares? Plus, he didn't play at all last year, right? Like a single game, right?
Yeah, he didn't play a single game last year. No, I don't believe. Forbes backed me up.
No, he did not.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it looks like should be back with them in the next month or 2 before the All-Star break. So that'll be a good guy to have back.
We like what we're looking at with the Twins, though, compared to most years. I hope we're praying the bats are going to pick it up. Is Carlos Correa going to pick it up? Connor?
Well, he's hurt now. He can't pick up anything.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was, for as good as he was last year, and I was very happy the Twins re-signed him because those kind of guys just don't come around that often. Those two-way all-star type players. Minnesota does. You're going to have to home grow him a lot of the times, but he has been just brutal to start this year, and he's got the injuries, and everyone was, he had the Mets and the Giants that both had contracts signed, I guess, and then some injury bugs, or I don't know. They were scared of the medical history.
Yeah, his ankle or something, I think.
So I don't know. It's kind of a sketchy situation knowing we got to pay him $170 million over the next 5 years.
I mean, we're already paying. I don't know what his total was. We're paying Buck damn near $20 million a year to play less than 100 games. So as long as he's at least playing games, unlike Buxton, I'm gonna be decently happy with it and okay with it, honestly. And plus, like, who else are we even paying? Like, he's pretty much the only guy that's up there.
You're right. We don't have many guys we are paying, but I don't know. We got to pay him for that for 5 years, and he's going to only get older and more brittle.
Yeah, that's true. I do have another question for you guys.
I don't know, the way the two teams got out on him just that easily, and then the Twins are just like, "Yep, we'll sign him up." And I was happy about it initially, but I am getting skeptical.
Third option,
at least, but
yeah, we did get a discount. That's true. Third option, you gotta love being someone's third option. That's awesome.
Bustler number one. Gotta love being someone's third option. That's what I heard.
Whatever, dude. I have to ask y'all one more Twins question. It just came to my mind.
Can't.
I feel like batting wise, third base is our weakest spot. Right now, we had Miranda there. We had to put him back down because he was struggling. Farmer's playing that position a lot. Obviously, he's more of a utility guy. He's not your everyday starter. What do you guys think is our answer for third base? Do we need to go trade for somebody, or are we gonna force Royce Lewis to be a third baseman? So I feel like that might be our best option is Royce.
What about
in terms of a guy that would be an everyday starter? Because Farmer can fill in there for sure, but I'm not trying to see him there every single day.
What about Carlos Correa?
He's like pretty much locked in at short, don't you
what
think?
Or would you at short?
But yeah, you could. I mean, Correa's obviously our best defender. So would you rather have your best defender at third or at short?
I don't know. I feel like Carlos Correa could play anywhere in the infield, and he can make it look really easy. So I think I'd rather have him at third, and then if Royce is comfortable at short. But
yeah,
you do kind of want your best player at short. So
yeah,
unless if Royce could play third, that'd be excellent. But probably more second baseman.
I think they have no choice but to rotate those guys through third, unless we just go get somebody, or Miranda could pick it up and get called back up. But Miranda's not a very good fielder, though.
I think Miranda, his time with the Twins is done.
You think so? You're out on him?
I kind of am.
Ooh.
And I was all in on him.
Wow.
His swing he just looked not good. He didn't look like an MLB. It didn't look like an MLB hitter, and it kind of looked like they figured him out pitching wise.
Yeah, they got more tape on him, and yeah, that's usually what happens when guys second year, third year into the league, they start, having a little dip because all the pitchers got more film on them and they can figure them out. So that's usually how that goes.
Hopefully Royce can play third.
You better be able to. Either of y'all got anything else, Twins or MLB related, you want to talk about or go over? Otherwise, I do think I know what time it is now.
Time for Bust to Lose.
All right. Spinny. Oh, okay.
Sorry, I
Let's do it again.
Just want a little repeat quick. You know how I be.
All right, Spinny. You're down by 7. I need 2 points to get to 150. I think it's over right here, bro.
You're not getting 2 points.
All right, we'll
That's
see.
how bad you are at trivia.
One of you two ask first.
I'll go first. And I think this has probably been asked. I don't know if it's been asked, but which pro sports team has the longest playoff drought? In the pro, Which of the 4 professional leagues, who has like the longest playoff drought? And I can give you a sport if you guys, because it is easy. Easy question. Sport or a city I could give you.
Ooh.
No, I don't think we should do city. That'd almost be too easy.
No, it is easy. So
Give us the sport.
I'll give you football.
Hmm.
But that kind of helps you if I said city.
Yeah.
Football, really?
Since the Kings are obviously had the longest one
yeah.
before. Five.
No.
4.
I'm trying to go
3,
through them all.
2, 1.
Lions.
Yeah, I was gonna say Lions, but I feel like that's not it. Detroit Lions is my final answer.
New York Jets have the longest
Really?
playoff
that
show.
makes sense.
Out of all 4 sports?
Yep.
That's hilarious.
If I were to give you New York, what would you guys have said?
I would have said the Jets over the Giants.
The Sabres are the next in Buffalo.
Ooh.
And so they got the next 2.
Huh. Interesting.
Me, Bus?
Yep.
Okay. For any player left in the league or in the NBA playoffs right now, any player left in the NBA playoffs, so 3 teams worth of players, who has the most 3-point attempts per game?
One individual player.
Yep.
Okay, I have an answer.
I got an answer too. I'm gonna say Jamal Murray.
I'm gonna say Jason Tatum.
It is Jason Tatum.
God.
Them Celtics, man, they love to get their 3-pointers up. All right, y'all. If you don't get this question, I'm gonna drive an hour, 20 minutes, and slap both of you guys. All right.
That's not good on purpose.
We'd love to see you.
In the MLB right now, who is the current leader in ERA?
Sonny Gray.
Correct.
Him and Alex Cobb pitched the other night, and the over-under was like 8 for runs, and I went to the game, and I was like, oh, I hope this is done in like less than 2 hours, but it ended up being like 2 hours 45 minutes. So they didn't show like I thought they were gonna.
Cobb is top 5 in ERA as well. So
All right, Forbes.
All right,
Forbes, medium.
What is the record for the most overtimes in an NBA game? The game was played between the Indianapolis Olympians and the Rochester Royals in 1951.
Indianapolis Olympians?
And I'll give you guys a hint. 2 of the overtimes, nobody scored.
Okay, what?
I got it.
That's crazy. 5?
Don't steal my number like that. All right,
Well,
I'm gonna say 6 then.
It is 6. It was 65 to 65 at the end of regulation, and the game was 75 to 73. 2 of the overtime, second OT and fourth overtime, they didn't score. So there's no shot clock. So I'm sure they just like waited for the final shot.
Yeah.
How boring.
That's terrible, NBA.
That's unreal.
Well, that's 2 points for me. Woo.
It is 2 points for you.
Bus still at 1? Bus is still at 1.
You taking the lead?
I am at 1, yes.
Oh. Okay. Best NBA playoffs again. Best playoff free throw percentage above 4.5 free throw attempts per game. No game limit. Team does not have to be left in the playoffs.
Classic spinny question here.
4.5 free throw attempts per game.
I got my answer.
It's probably someone who literally played this is not my answer, but it's probably Kawhi. He only played 2 games and he shot 9 total free throws and went 9 for 9. It's probably
if that is Spinny is I'm gonna give him a noogie or something.
okay. Well, you said he doesn't have to be playing, so I feel like you're trying to say that he's not playing. But I know this man has an elite percentage from the free throw line right now in the playoffs. Jamal Murray is my answer.
Ooh, I was gonna say Jimmy Butler.
Is that what you're saying?
I think so.
Jamal's over 90%.
The answer is Desmond Bain. 93%.
Why did you even make a trivia question with his name?
Desmond Bain. Guy who leads the league.
Such a dumb question.
Sorry.
Such a dumb question,
Sorry.
right?
Sorry.
So now it's mine or Fetty's?
No, it's Fetty.
No, my turn. All right.
Is it 2-1-1?
I got lost. 2-1-0.
You don't have
I
any?
didn't get an easy one.
No, you did. You got my Sonny Gray question.
Yeah, you did.
Oh.
2-1-1.
No, 3-1-1.
3-1-1.
I thought I was getting
shorting myself.
I thought I was getting skunked.
Yeah, I should have just stuck with that. Yeah, actually, Spinny only had 2 points, actually.
Uh-huh.
All right, my medium question. Joe Ryan, currently right now, is on pace for the best win-loss percentage in Twins history. Couldn't tell you what it is. I didn't write it down. Who is currently number one? Who has the best win-loss percentage pitching Twins history?
In one season?
I got my
One season.
The year Johan won the Cy Young, he was like 19-6. It wasn't even that good of a win-loss percentage. But that's who I want to say. But I think I'm gonna go back even further. And we're gonna go. I'm going Burt by 11.
So am I. Come on. I thought you were gonna go Johan. It's Burt. It's gotta be Burt.
Wrong. It is 2020 Kenta Maeda.
What?
I don't think he even lost a game that year. Or he
was
only
it?
lost one, I think. maybe.
Minimum starts.
I never said minimum. All I said,
This is.
all I said was best. If you look it up, Kenta pops up as number one. So
You gotta say no game minimum.
Golly.
why?
No, he's trying to trick us. No,
I'm
he
not
was
trying to trick you.
in 2020.
I got it off
In
baseball.
2020,
reference. Baseball reference does not lie.
he was 6-1. I guess
6-1.
he pitched like 11 games. All right.
He was up for Cy Young that year.
All right, my hard question. There are 15 players in the NFL Hall of Fame that went undrafted. Only one is a QB. Who is the QB?
I actually have no idea, honestly.
Could we get like a low key hint? Like something not too good. But just something.
What about the classic lifetime in our lifetime or not hint? Or is that too easy?
That's too easy.
He played in our lifetime.
Okay. Okay.
Made the Hall of Fame. Oh my gosh.
Wow, I can't believe I don't know this.
I thought for sure you were gonna know this, Q.
See, I thought this one was maybe asked already. But
No, I don't definitely remember this ever being asked.
All right. I got an answer. I'm a little sus on it, but I got an answer.
Well, it's got to be. Calm me down whenever. I think I have an answer.
3, 2, 1.
Kenny, do you want me to say mine
Randall
first?
Cunningham.
Randall Cunningham. Did he make the Hall? He might have. Mine is Kurt Warner.
Oh yeah.
Was he undrafted?
It is Fetty Buss. You get it right.
Yeah.
Kurt Warner,
Yeah.
only undrafted QB.
As soon as you said it, I was like, damn, that's right.
Is Randall in the Hall?
I don't know if Randall's in the Hall or not.
I don't think so.
I don't know if Randall's undrafted either. Honestly.
Yeah. I had to think of some random QB for my lifetime. So I
Kurt
respect that.
Warner. Dang.
Well, I was like, okay, well, it has to be a guy who's like one or something, you know.
Yeah.
If he's undrafted, he probably doesn't have ridiculous stats to back up
Do you
the
have
resume.
4? Are you up 4-3 to
I do have 4, which means I'm the winner to 150. Let's go.
You got it on a hard question, so I respect it. It gives it more validity. There's the word I'm looking for.
There you go.
Okay, I've asked this question before, but
really,
we're gonna ask it again. Yeah, current number 1 player in men's tennis. Who is current number 1?
You did ask this question. I still don't remember.
I know. I keep getting you on it.
Good. That's not good.
I don't know it. John Cena.
John Cena. You like the guess?
It's
I think it's not one of the top those 3 or 4 guys. Raphael or Roger, Novak.
This dude is definitely like he's younger than 24. I'd say like this is a young ass dude.
John Cena.
And since he's young as hell, I have no idea. I will just throw in your man's Rafael Nadal as my answer.
This man's is from the same country as my man's.
Yeah. He's okay. What's his name?
Is Carlos Alcaraz.
There it is.
He just took go back over the number 1.
And he is super young, right?
Yeah, I think he's 20.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yep. Super young.
All right.
I'm
writing that name down. You will never get me on that ever again.
I'll never get you on it. It's not going to become who's Brendan's guy that we missed like 4 times?
Bartolo.
Yeah, it's the new Bartolo. Carlos Alcaraz is the new Bartolo.
Dude just slides in a Bartolo question every time, and we still don't get it. All right. This one, actually, you guys probably won't get it. You could. I do feel like this might even be easier than my medium question, though. Other than Lakers versus Celtics, what's the most common NBA Finals matchup? Lakers-Celtics played 12 times in the finals. This next matchup has appeared 6 times only, which is second most.
So Lakers-Celtics is double second place?
Yeah.
God, this is tough.
I'm trying to think of a hint I could give you guys, but
I think I know actually. Yeah, I think I do. We're gonna see.
I'll say maybe this might be a decent hint. They have faced each other in the finals in our lifetime. Forbrook just looks at Spinny. All right.
Lakers Sixers.
That was my number 2 guess, was Lakers Sixers. My first guess is going to be Celtics Warriors, last year's finals matchup.
One of you got it correct.
Let's go.
Connor Forbrook. Lakers 76ers.
Those are the 2 I was picking between.
Well, I remember the Ty Lue step over from AI, and I was like, "Oh, let's go." That was in our lifetime.
Yep. You know what that means now, Spinny? You're gonna have to come up with a trivia question here. Something super easy. We have a tie. Forbrook and I both have 4.
Wait, what do you have? You don't have 4?
No.
He has 3.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Come back. All right, we're sliding off screen here, so I'm going to talk loud. Hopefully you can hear me. First person to say rat. That's how you're going to buzz, is by saying the word rat.
All right.
All right, we got a good one coming up here. Fill the space with something. Oh, that's how you're going to fill the space with. Nice.
Yeah, the classic trivia music.
What are you eating for dinner tonight?
You know what? I have not thought of that yet.
That's tough. I got my question.
Okay,
Yeah,
what is it?
My question is, I'm going to start with a little hint so you'll have time to think. Per UFC.com, who is the number 1 ranked pound-for-pound fighter right now?
Rat.
All right.
John Jones.
It is John Jones.
Really?
Yep.
Interesting.
John Jones, Volk, Mahakev, Leon, Izzy. Top 5.
Let's go.
Forbrook is the winner.
Come on, Bus. You had to rep us better than that.
You guys didn't get my easy question, but one of you got my medium and one of you got my hard.
Yeah.
I did say to you that I thought they were all medium, but
Yep.
Your easy question was pretty hard, but
I'm
I
sorry.
guess I'll take the L. But I really got that dub because Spinny lost in the race to 150. So we love that.
Just wait.
We'll have a little surprise. I don't think we've announced the punishment on here yet, Spinny, have we? I don't think
No, we
have.
will. We're gonna make them
But-
wait in suspense.
Yeah, y'all will see next week.
Yep. All right.
Forbrook up to a whopping 26 points in trivia. Well
Rat.
done.
That's why we said the word rat.
Is that put me third all time or at fourth?
Well, you're third all time, including us two. You're first for guess.
Let's go.
You were ready first coming into today, but all right, y'all. Let's talk about the NBA while we close out episode 59. Spinny, I'll let you decide here. Should we talk about your Celtics first or last? What do you want to start
We
with?
can
here?
talk about my don't let us win one Celtics first.
Let's do it then.
Yeah. Yeah.
So they win
Let
up
us
3-0.
They let us
Hope-
win one.
Hope looked lost, and then the Heat let them win one.
Hope's pretty
What-
scary. Hope's a scary drug, people.
What are we thinking
He's
here?
got it.
Spinny, this is your squad, man. Let's hear what you think about the rest of the series. Is there any chance?
If I can get a guaranteed 2 Marcus Smart controlled timeouts per fourth quarter, I think their chances at least double.
Per fourth
Yeah.
quarter? I think you're asking for a little too much here.
Okay, 2 per game? Can I get 2 per game? 2 Marcus Smart control huddles per game?
I
Okay.
like that.
Okay. Because if we can get that, then I have a little more faith. What do you think, Forbes?
See, I think the Celtics have the team that could come back from a 3-0 lead against this Miami Heat team. But Eric Spoelstra is coaching for the Heat, and I don't think he'll let them lose 4 in a row. So there's a little magic happened. I don't know. The Celtics are just probably going to miss a bunch of threes in one of the next 2 games and go down, and that's probably how their season's going to end.
Yeah.
Let's
Joel
actually hear the prediction. We
Joel-
are 30 minutes from game time here. Let's hear the prediction before this game starts. Who's winning tonight? Are Celtics staying in the series or the Heat NBA Finals bound tonight?
Celtics are not losing all 3 home games in a series. I just don't see it.
That's a good
They
point.
sneak one out tonight, and we go back to Miami. And Game 6 is probably where they lose.
I think the Miami Heat will close it out tonight. I think Jimmy's gonna go into Boston and do what he's done all postseason and be the dog that he is, and he's gonna take down them. It's the Celtics' funeral tonight.
You were really engaged with Laughing Jimmy. You thought Laughing Jimmy was important, huh?
I wish Jimmy Butler.
Did you
was
say that
still on
last
the
night?
field. Oh, I sent Spinny a bunch of laughing Jimmy emojis and or gifs, and Jimmy is a dog, and the Celtics don't have anybody to match that, and they're going down tonight.
That's hilarious.
We're getting
That's hilarious you said that, because this morning on the Al Travis show, I brought that up too. I was like, I don't know. Jimmy Butler started laughing, and last time he did that, he closed out the 76ers immediately. So, or not 76ers. The Knicks. Sorry. Not the Sixers.
I'm gonna predict a little Jaylen Brown game tonight. I think it's about
Tonight.
time. I think it's about time. Yeah. I'm feeling the vibes. Last time I predicted that, he went off, so we're just giving him good juju.
What game was that?
Little motivation. Oh, that was last playoffs.
I was gonna say I don't remember that
last
happening.
Playoffs 1 year ago, first NBA playoffs on Hard Headed Sports. I said that, and then he went off the next game. So we're gonna try it again. Jaylen Brown.
Just try it again.
Speaking it into existence. He's watching right now. No, he's not. It's not even out yet. But he's thinking about it in his mind. He knows me. I want to predict it.
Did you guys see that Gabe Vincent is out?
Yes.
Yes, Gabe Vincent's out.
That means Kyle
Huge.
Lowry's probably starting, and Duncan's gonna get some more minutes.
If they don't punt Duncan Robinson tonight, I swear I would fire Joe Mazzulla at halftime. Even if they go into that stupid zone, put Tatum on Robinson's side of the zone and have him drive the whole time. Like, I just don't get it. If they don't hunt Duncan Robinson with Gabe Vincent out, I'm going to be ticked.
They definitely don't do it enough. That's for sure.
No.
On the other side of things, Spinny, what about this hunting Derek White? And they're just still, yeah, they won in game 4. It's cool. But from the tip, they still just let it happen. They didn't try to change anything. They didn't try to stick their matchups. They switched it immediately. And Jimmy Butler hunted Derek White all game. Yes, it didn't matter as much as the first 3 games, but what are you thinking about that? I don't know. They got to change it up.
Yeah, I mean, Derek White can't guard Jimmy Butler. Like, it's a terrible matchup for the type of player and type of defender that he is. He just can't do it. So
he just babies them every time.
Yeah. But I still want to see more doubling of Jimmy Butler. The one time we saw it, I've seen it a couple times in the series. It's worked out in Boston's favor. He threw that
turnover
last game. Really good job that they have done so far with that, especially when with Vincent out, like, you're not as worried about the Heat shooting theoretically. I mean, apparently Strus and Caleb Martin are Klay Thompson and Steph Curry now in this series, but usually you're not. You could go to more of a situation like that where you're just doubling Jimmy on the catch against Derek White.
Yeah, I'm surprised I haven't been doing that as often either. That definitely stood out to me. Even when I was watching game 4, I was like, so you're just inviting the switch, you're letting it happen, and then you're not going to give the man any help? Like, how many times does Jimmy Butler have to score on Derek White?
Especially in the paint. Like, can we bring one of the bigs
in the paint? Yeah.
And, like, it's just like, yeah, ridiculous.
That's crazy, man.
Yeah, but I agree with Forbrook. I just wanted to say this one more time. The odds of Spoelstra and Jimmy losing 4 in a row, I just don't see it from the mentality that those guys have, like, in likelihood. It's just too much preparation, too much knowledge, too much study.
And their guys are just playing good. Like,
yeah,
Caleb Martin is just ball. He's playing like a veteran. Like,
literally.
I don't understand how Miami keeps getting these guys and figuring it out, but props to them, because in a league where everyone's going for like stars, and Miami continues just to find guys that fit that mold. And hats off to them.
And Boston hasn't played defense since or before Ime left. We're looking at the same defenseless Brad Stevens issues we saw with Boston before. It's the same thing.
It should not be happening.
No, better defenders than they had back then, but the same issues. It's just engagement, all that type of stuff.
Rotations, a lot of it's team defense. Rotations aren't really there. There's always, usually the primary rotation is there. They're good at picking up the initial drive, but every secondary rotation is definitely lacking for the Celtics. I had that written down, so I was glad you brought that up. Jason Tatum, another thing I want to bring up about this series, finally had a good fourth quarter in game 4. Going into game 4, he had 11 total points in the fourth quarter in 3 games, only 1 rebound and 3 assists. Those were his total stats in fourth quarters heading into game 4 on 0% shooting. He didn't make a single bucket going into game 4 in the fourth quarter, only free throws. Spinny, what do you got to make of this, man? Like, last year, I got his numbers last year. He averaged 4 points, 1 rebound, 1 assist in the fourth quarter in the Eastern Conference Finals. Like, what's going on, man? Like, this guy he's one of the most clutch players in the league. He's one of the most skilled players in the league. Why is he disappearing in the fourth quarter?
They've always had engagement issues. Brown and Tatum, both of them, in-game engagement issues. And that's I still see it. And the only person, I hate to go back to this.
So what, do you mean like they're not recognizing the mismatch they have and attacking it, or what? Like, on the offense,
yes, that's part of it. Just the dog mentality, the Jimmy Butler thing, making the right play. For Jaylen Brown, sometimes it's the inability to dribble. Like, what are we doing? Way too much ISO stuff going on at times.
Yeah, way too much.
Like, can we run a play? Can we get some action going on here? or more off-ball action. It's like there's just not. It's just standing around half the time. And Missoula said it after game 3. I didn't get these guys ready to play. That's what I see. I see that too. And Stevens couldn't get them ready to play on the level that they needed to either to win the championship. The only person, and that's what I'm saying I hate going back to, but the only person that I've seen be able to do it is Ime. And maybe there's somebody else, there's obviously other coaches that can do it, but Missoula's not the guy. I feel like I've got a decent college coach against the best coach in the NBA in the series. That's what I feel like.
So, Missoula, did he save his job by not getting swept, or is he still out of here? Or what do you think?
I think if they win this game, he potentially saved his job.
So you think they lose tonight, he's still out?
I don't know. I think it's 50-50 if he loses tonight.
I don't know. Kind of like the idea of maybe just bringing in some better assistants. Because like he's 34 years old. He's clearly unexperienced. Like, I don't know. Like, yes, he's been a bad coach, but like how much better can you become as a coach just from literally experience? Like, I guarantee next season you'd be a 10 times better coach.
Yeah.
This is the NBA though, and we want results like ASAP.
Now.
And it's kind of clear, just like with decision makings in game, that he's a little in over his head. I think if a better option presents itself, I don't know. I don't think it really matters how many games they win. If they still lose the series, I think the Celtics might go in that direction, just because of how disastrous this series has gone, just in terms of some of the coaching decisions. So I don't know. I could just as well see him back next year as leaving, I guess. And I don't really know who the option is. It's not Monty Williams. It's not Nick Nurse.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Who would be the option then? Like, because you would imagine, obviously they could get eliminated tonight, but you'd imagine Nick Nurse probably going to get hired before the Celtics would fire Missoula.
Right.
Yeah.
So, like, what options are even out there, really? Like, I don't know.
Budenholzer, which...
Don't want. I'd rather.
Are you gonna really take Budenholzer, another guy who makes 0 in-game
Damon
adjustments?
Stoudemire? Question mark. Guy that was an assistant on the Seas last year, head of Missoula.
Yeah,
is now an assistant with. Oh man, I'm gonna choke.
I don't remember. I don't remember where he went.
Now a head assistant somewhere. So, yeah, I don't know. That could be an option. That's something that comes to mind right away. Kenny Atkinson, is that the thing? I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, I don't know. It's tough. It's definitely tough. What else you guys got? Or should we jump to the West, where it's all said and done? Nuggets swept the Lakers, as we all know. They're all pretty good games, though. All games were interesting. Nuggets able to pull out all 4 of them, though. What do you guys think about this series? One thing that really stood out to me was the play of Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic. What a freaking duo. Oh, my gosh. I mean, we had 27, 14, and 12 average on damn near 50, 40, 90 split for Jokic. And Jamal Murray became the first player in conference finals history to average above 30 on 50, 40, 90 split. Just unreal. Like, unreal.
Yeah, no, I think Joker definitely cemented himself as the best player in the league after this series. And I mean, for most basketball fans, it was pretty clear that he probably was that top guy. He just needed the playoff resume to kind of go with it. And I think Jamal Murray definitely cemented himself as at least a top 20 like playoff player. I mean, it used to be the bubble Murray comments, but I mean, he is the real deal when it comes to the playoffs. He is the real deal. And he makes a lot of shots when it's in clutch time. And him and Joker, they just got that 2-man game that it's fun to watch, and they're super efficient.
Yeah, I can't remember who said this, but credit to them. And sorry, I forget things. Jamal, it's not bubble Murray, it's healthy Murray. Healthy Jamal Murray.
Facts.
The top scoring player. There's a lot of good guards in the league. So it's, he even has the potential to be higher, but I think when the man's healthy and the way Jokic and him work together just looks really, really pretty.
Jamal Murray, playoff stats. He's played 48 games, 25, 6, and 5 average on 48, 41, 91 shooting splits.
Oh,
that's unreal. He's doing that, and Jokic is averaging 27, 12, and 7 in his career in the playoffs in 63 games. So yeah, that duo is unreal. And yeah, I mean, you could say what you want about the regular season, but it definitely seems like Jamal Murray has cemented himself as a top 20 player in the league, honestly.
And shout out Michael Porter too. I mean, you might almost have to call that a trio at some point because he is. I mean, offensively, he is just as good as. Maybe not just as good as those guys, but on some nights he is, and his defense is actually like pretty solid now, and they can actually count on him. It used to be a little liability, but
good point.
I mean, he's a quality defender now. I mean, he's 6'10" too, so he helps tremendously on the defensive end now.
He's the guy that takes the worst shots ever in the gym, and sometimes you're like, bro, what the heck are you doing? But then most of the time he makes like 50% of them. 40% of them, where it's just like, okay, I mean, I guess you can just take all your shots contested and just be fine. But that's just
Bill Simmons this week on his podcast. He brought that up, that exact point of all these difficult shots that Michael Porter's taking. He's like, it kind of reminds me of Klay Thompson coming off these screens, getting the handoff, and just instantly turning and shooting at the hoop. Like, it's exactly what Klay did in his prime as well.
And like Connor said, he's 6'10", so blocking a shot
6'10"
is not going to happen most of the time.
And playing with Joker, I mean, he's gonna get open looks, and just playing with those guys. I mean, he's just gonna get open shots regardless.
Yeah, honestly, I wish they had a different coach, and I'd like him a lot more. Mr. Michael Malone, really.
You're not a Mike Malone guy?
Oh, he drives me.
Why?
It's just whiny. Like, stop being so freaking whiny, man.
Like why is it the media talking about us? That stuff?
Yeah, and it's just like I much rather have the Spoelstra approach, like, or the Jimmy approach. Like, we don't freaking care. Like, who cares? Like,
yeah,
we don't freaking care. But it's like it seems like he cares so much about their rep and like their media perception. It's like, buddy, just freaking win. Like,
yeah, like he comes into the presser, and literally the first thing he does is whine. Like, you're 100% right. Like, instantly calls out the media. And it's like, it was on ESPN. I can't remember who it said, but they made simply the point of, like, what do you expect? You're still playing. We can still talk about you. Like, we're going to talk about the Lakers right now. Their season's done. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. There's that point too. And also, you're flyover country, man. Like, we get it in Minnesota with all our teams. You're in Denver, Colorado. No one cares about you guys. I'm sorry. Like, the media is going to talk about LA, New York. That's how it is in every single sport. This is nothing new.
You're going to get Denver in the comments. They're going to be all the Denver people that listen to Hardheaded are going to be hating on Jack after this one.
I like Denver. I like Colorado, but that's
Denver. It's a nice place. The classic walk back.
Oh, get the clip.
Back.
Clip it.
But tell me I'm wrong.
I like Denver. Denver's great.
It is, but tell me I'm wrong. We're talking about the media. They ain't gonna talk about Denver. Ew, let's talk about the Denver Nuggets, who have never made an NBA Finals until this year. Like,
all I heard from that whole conversation is Buss hates Denver. I'm sorry, Denver people. I love you, but Buss does hate you, so you can take it out on him. And I'm here for you. I'm here for you, Denver fans.
Apologize.
Yeah.
I'm not going to apologize. I'm not going to apologize. Because they probably support Mike Malone's statements.
Michael Malone, please. He prefers Michael Malone, not Mike.
Has he actually said that?
Oh, yeah. All the time he says that.
Oh, yeah, actually. I do remember that now. Like, one of the sideline reporters, like, coached Mike Malone. And, yeah, that's the first thing he's like, call me Michael. Oh.
That just tells me what kind of guy he is right there. The whininess, that is just... but I still like him. Are they going to win no matter what? So, no matter the winner, are the Nuggets going to win?
No.
I think they are.
Well... They're really heavy favorites, and I think the Heat could beat them the way that they're playing. It does seem like they're getting a little hurt, but I still would pick Denver. But you're gonna look at this Jimmy Butler-led team and be like, no, they can't win. I'm sure they would love for you to say that to them.
True. And if Boston comes back from 3-0, all bets are off too. I feel like
I don't know. I still don't think so. I think it's over.
Oh, it's not over.
Like if
I
they
put
get-
any money I
if they
have
get
on
hot
Nuggets
enough
winning
that they
it all.
come back from 3-0 and we're free. Like it's just I don't know. At that point,
Well, then they're
You know
also
who's-
coming into the NBA Finals with 4 or 5 days rest compared to a gazillion for the Nuggets.
Denver's winning game 1 and game 2 at Denver. I feel like that's one of the best.
Do they have the Celtics have a better record than them, don't they?
I think Spoelstra. I think you guys are. I think he's been there before. He not for a long time, but he's been there before. The team's been there before. A lot of them, and I wouldn't. I like the veteran leadership of Jimmy, and I like that Spoelstra-led squad a little bit. I don't know. Something about him this year. It just seems like they're a little Cinderella story-ish.
You're right, Boston.
It's just-
Boston does have a better record. So games 1 and 2.
Yeah, so it'd be in Boston.
That's an
If
interesting
what?
twist. If Boston wins.
If Boston,
If Boston
wins
wins
the
the
NBA
next
Finals,
3 games,
Yeah.
stop.
I don't know. We're just trying to speak it.
We're
into
just throwing
existence.
hypotheticals
I
out
was like,
there.
what are
Yeah.
we-
Is it, you're talking about Boston hosting? What are we talking about?
They could. They could be hosting game 1 of the NBA Finals. They
When
just
would that
gotta
be?
Win 3 in a row.
Sunday?
Mm.
Or
Game
actually,
1's not till Friday
next week?
next week.
So we got 8 days till the finals.
Yeah.
But if we have 2 more games after this, so game 6 will be
Stop.
Saturday and game 7 Monday. So
Stop.
then you only got 3 days. So yeah.
Oh, Jack, I'm gonna send you a picture of Spinny on the couch tonight when he's just
Will
devastated.
they lose it? Yeah.
Celtics are down by 20. Jimmy Butler's laughing at the Boston crowd.
Here's the thing, though. Jimmy has taken advantage of smaller matchups all playoffs, right? Like we see it with Derek White. That's not happening with the Denver Nuggets. He's
Why?
being guarded
Going to switch and get Jamal Murray on him and do the same.
because they're not like their guards that would switch onto him aren't little boys like Derek White. Like they're not going to
Jamal
just
Murray's
let
a little boy. What are you talking about?
Jamal. Okay, unless they like try to like hunt that out. I don't think that's really going to
Jamal
work.
Murray and Derek White are the same build. Exactly. Pretty much.
No, I'm saying they're not going to get Jamal switched onto him.
So the Nuggets are going to do a better job of keeping Jamal.
Yes.
Okay.
They'll have KCP, Bruce Brown, Aaron Gordon, even like guys with length and built. Like, I don't know. I don't see it. And then you got the combo that we already talked about of the playoff combo of Jamal Murray and Nikola Jokic. Like, that's like a lock for 60 points a night.
Yeah. I mean, this is the stuff. Jimmy and Eric are just playing this stuff in their locker room 24/7. It's just on repeat.
I know they are.
all
Hard-Headed
the
Sports,
time.
episode 59
Yeah.
on repeat.
It's just literally every single like sports media person in the whole country, every single one, they just play it on a loop, on this big loop all the time.
Aren't the Nuggets doing the same thing though? We're not talked about ever. No one respects us. Like they have a chip on their shoulder. You can't tell me they don't.
True. Just not quite as big of a one.
I don't know. I think you guys have a little too much faith in literally the best. This is if they make the finals, they would have had the worst odds to win the NBA Finals out of any team in NBA history to make finals.
Yeah, I'm just saying you got to get like you can't count out Jimmy and Spoelstra. You can't.
I think you got to throw some of that out the window from what we've seen. They're obviously not the same team we've seen in the regular season. So
And Spoelstra's out coaching Michael Malone too. So
Maybe.
it might not.
Well,
It might not make a difference though.
maybe not. Michael Malone hasn't been to the finals. Spoelstra's
cares?
been to 500 of them.
You have the best player in the world, and then also one of the best playoff performers in the world in Jamal Murray. Plus, with all this other talent they have, they're just too deep. And they're actually like in the playoffs at least decent on defense. They're not going to expose the Nuggets like they did the Celtics.
Heat tonight
That's
and
not
Heat
happening.
game 1. Heat are taking game 1 too
Ooh, in Denver?
in Denver. They've taken game 1 of every series. They're taking it again, all on the road.
That'd be crazy.
So Bus hates the city of Denver, but is in love with the Denver Nuggets in this series. Just wanted to let everyone know what's going on. Anything else to add about the NBA, or should we get the peeps out of here? Get the Hardys and Hardos on with their night and watch the
I just want to say Austin Reeves is that man. He is a stud. 20-plus points in all 4 of the games against the Nuggets. He is that guy. If
He
you don't
earned
believe it
himself
by now,
4 years, $100 million.
he's that guy.
But not for the
I've been
Lakers.
saying it all year.
Not.
No, not with the Lakers. Even
He
though they
also
said they'll
gives-
match it.
just be terrible next year after doing this, like we've seen with so many guys that are good in the playoffs 1 year and then never get that good again. So who knows? Connor, you got an impromptu Q&A?
I haven't. I actually have one.
I do have one.
Yeah, let's hear them both. Forbes, you go first.
I just got an easy one. What's your guys' drink of choice?
Like
liquor
alcohol?
included?
Liquor included.
Ooh.
Liquor preferred. Like I just want to hear your liquor drink of choice. Mine is vodka pineapple juice.
Ooh.
I think you
That
know what
sounds
mine is. I think it's changed recently to this. Like whiskey sours were my thing for a while, but I'm gonna say it's a margarita. Honestly, right now, that's kind of my thing.
You love margaritas.
I do love margaritas. On the rocks.
Man.
On the rocks.
On the rocks?
Mm-hmm, on the rocks. Always.
What flavor? It might be mine too, but I'm gonna differentiate by flavor here.
Strawberry.
Or you just love all margaritas?
I just love a plain margarita on the rocks. Like you actually mix it
Strawberry.
with margarita ingredients and that type of stuff.
A Brady Regan one.
Yeah, Brady Regan. Yeah.
I would say strawberry margarita would be mine.
That's a good choice, Bus.
Yeah, boss, that choice sucks. What's your Q&A?
This guy. My Q&A. Bold prediction for the NBA offseason. Just give me one off the top of your head. What's something that you think might happen actually this summer?
Jaylen Brown to the Blazers for the 3rd pick and
whatever else needs to be included.
Yep.
Ooh, that's hot.
Okay.
I'm gonna say Damian Lillard to the Sixers for Maxey and Harris combo plus picks. No, I'm changing my mind.
Well,
Not saying Lillard, we're saying Beal. Beal to the Sixers.
I can see that.
Beal to the Sixers.
For sure. I can definitely see that.
I got one more. Anthony Davis gets traded.
Ooh.
I don't know where, but I feel like that's my.
Also,
That's a
Kyrie
hot one.
stays in Dallas. I think that might not be too hot of a take, but I think Kyrie actually stays.
I think he totally went to those games in LA straight as leverage. 100%.
Trying to get his
He's
bag.
like, yeah, he's
Those
like,
are
I'm
massive,
here.
but-
I'm coming to the Lakers if you guys don't pay me.
Yeah.
So pay me. Yeah, that's definitely what that was. My bold take. The
Here we go.
Wolves are staying put. Cat will not be traded. Rudy will not be traded. We're running it back with the exact same squad.
I don't think that's bold.
That's worst case scenario, though. It's not bold, but
I don't want it. You don't think that's bold with literally all the stuff we've seen about Cat trades rumors? I mean, that's all that's been on Twitter.
Has it been? If Cat gets traded,
Cat for the 3rd pick, like Cat for Jaylen Brown, like all this stuff's been floating around everywhere.
I don't know.
I feel like
I think
Cat's
it's-
value isn't that high, as high as it could be. So I don't think I would trade him. But if he gets traded, that would be crazy.
I'd be here for it a little.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
As long as we, get a
It's something
decent return.
of good
Yeah.
value. Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, Hardies and Ardos, go watch the C's come back and get halfway on their full 3-0 comeback tonight. They're going to watch me. I'm actually going to be sending a picture of Forbes sad on the couch
Oh.
tonight when the C's get this fat dub and Jaylen Brown drops 38.
38. All right. Be on lookout on Twitter. We'll post a Spinny crying on the couch tonight after they lose.
Go
All right,
C's.
y'all. We'll see y'all next week.